repeated. A new generation of kids enjoys the show, and an old generation of fans enjoys a great nostalgia trip. It's currently back on our screen in all its digitally remastered glory.
It is.
So let's remind ourselves of some of those thrilling Thunderbirds moments. Here you go.
Yes.
Hello there. Do you know what? It's a great honour to welcome back to the shed. He's a friend of the show, he's a friend of mine, he's a friend of Britain, and he is Carpet Monster. You don't know. It's Justin Preston, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay! Oh, thank you.
You love dressing up as Scarlet, don't you?
Yeah,
really.
Chelsea pensioner, don't you think?
No, Captain Scarlet.
No, it is Captain Scarlet, even though we're doing Thunderbirds. But,
yeah, even though we're doing Thunderbirds, but it's still Gerry Anderson, and that's your one-man's tribute. The hat looks very authentic, actually.
It is. No, I have to say, this is quality. I mean, it's not feel the width. This is actual quality.
It really is good quality.
No,
Thank you,
I do like it.
OK, Justin, it's got down here. Hello, Justin. Nice outfit, so they knew you were going to turn up in that. Given that the TV series is so popular, we'd expect the merchandise to be extremely collectible. Is it?
Very collectible, but this is the new stuff.
Okay.
And the most important thing, why do people collect old toys? Because they enjoyed playing with them as a kid. Yeah. And that is very important. So
is that a real driving factor?
Yeah, it is, because it's nostalgia. And people, I smashed Lady Penelope's car into the skirting board and I destroyed it. And then 20 years later, I'm walking along and I think, oh, I wouldn't mind one of those.
Okay.
It may be 150
But you don't want to buy an all-new one made of plastic. You want to be the original die-cast.
Yeah, because that's what I played with.
Yeah.
This new stuff, I mean, I think these are 17 quid, these new dolls. Yeah, but no, they talk.
Go on,
you get the old.
Hang on, wait a second. I might have to put my microphone
No, we've done that. We've
Go on, do it again.
We need Part 4, Gordon. This is international rescue.
You see? So that's 17 quid. You obviously keep it in the box if you want it to collect.
17 quid.
But the important thing is children must play with these. They're showing the show. For goodness sake, play with the toys.
Play
Enjoy
with the toys.
them.
Don't just hoard them and collect them like you do.
Yeah, well, I know.
Don't be like Justin Preston, is what Justin Preston's trying to say.
I never had a Tracy's Island as a
kid. No, but no one had. This is the new Tracy's Island. Do you know what? I don't play with toys anymore. You know, I'm a man with a child. Yeah,
you do. You're bi-scale.
But this, I thought, you know, I'd have loved this as a kid. Can you imagine this? I had to construct this. Look at that. The way the palm trees go back.
Yeah.
And Thunderbird 2 comes out.
Look at Thunderbird 2.
The palm trees. Make it fly, Justin.
There's no petrol.
You want to impress me? Make it fly.
No, there's no petrol, unfortunately.
Right, what other Thunderbirds we got lined up?
Stand by for blast off.
Go on then.
This is you need the maestro, Gerry Anderson, to do that. Oh, he's collapsed.
What is this? And do you remember the gallery of paintings you used to have, all the Thunderbird kids? Well, there is that round the back as well.
Yeah, but this is 50 quid. So, you know, you've got to save up for that. And but even if, just put the box in the loft.
Yeah.
Take it out, play
Justin,
with it.
I want to know, when they relaunch these things, are they ever going to be as collectible as the originals anyway? I mean, because people, it seems to me like collectors like you, they put things away with the intention of collecting. Whereas, of course, the originals weren't. You know, they're the leftovers, and that's what gives them their value.
But they made 2 million toys in the 60s, and there's only a handful left.
Yeah.
Whereas if they make 1 million now...
And the people like you are going straight away, stick it in the loft. So will it ever gain value?
Which is why the value should not be important. If you're a collector and you enjoy the item, just buy it and enjoy it. If you think about the value, you should be investing in the stock market.
Any tips before we go and have a look at this?
Well, enjoy them, but keep them in good condition if you want them for the future.
OK, let's go look at some old merchandise. With Gerry Anderson, your hero, is out there as well. Let's go. Here we go. In you go. You can go in there next to Gerry. Have you been given a position already?
No,
Have I gone against it? Oh, it doesn't matter. OK. So what do we want to start with here on the... Jed's here. Jed, what have you brought down for us this morning?
I brought down my copies of TV21, the comic that started it all, basically, in 1965. And that is issue 1. This is issue 52, which is the first appearance of the mighty Thunderbirds, and that's one of the summer specials.
But John, tell him how much they're worth.
Oh, crap.
What do you think they're worth, Jerry?
Well, I've just been told.
Oh, great, nice one, blow the item.
1,200.
Cheers, Jed.
£1,200.
£1,200?
Yeah. That's 240.
For the set?
Yeah.
What would you, before he said that, can you imagine what you thought they'd have been worth, just to make the item work a bit?
I thought probably about 2,000.
Oh, right. Right, that's that one firmly knackered then, isn't it? OK, has your fascination with... This is Jed, he's a writer on the Big Breakfast. He's not a member of the public. I hope I haven't blown something else. Well, he is a member of the public as well, as being a writer. Just because you write on the Big Breakfast doesn't stop you being a member of the public, does it?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it does actually, doesn't it? Anyway, has your fascination with Thunderbirds helped you whilst writing for the Big Breakfast?
We've pulled off occasional last-minute rescues for scripts, but not really. I know, we work on that as well.
How hard do you work on that one?
There were 4 of us.
4 of us up all night. Okay. What else have you got here? There's another. Oh no, you first, Jim. What
I've
else
just
have
got a few annuals and just the more modern videos, basically. But
What have you got here this morning?
Some of the 60s dinky toys.
Okay, show us some of these toys then. Let's have a quick look.
That's the first edition.
I remember this, Justin. This was a classic.
Yeah,
a lot of people had this one.
This is the first one. Later on, they changed the colour of it. Dinky just suddenly decided, why did they do...
No, they started off painting them blue. And when I said to them, I went up to the factory and I said, why are you painting them blue? And they said, because kids don't buy green toys.
Eh?
But then in the 70s, they changed it back to blue. So they stopped listening. Well, but these TV21, I got into Thunderbirds in the 70s, not in the 60s. So I never bought the comics because they weren't out.
Right.
I was into the toys.
You were into the toys.
So, but then slightly older people, excuse me, got into the comics.
Excuse me.
but
slightly older people.
what is amazing about Chelsea pensioner?
What are you talking like that?
You know, that's what I am.
You suddenly got all nasal.
But what's interesting about the comics is that Gerry and all the team put so much work into actually showing what the vehicles did. It wasn't just like, oh, well, here's television and the kids don't need to understand what the vehicles do. They did all the diagrams, they showed how the vehicles worked, and that fascinated a lot of kids. Myself, I just wanted to smash it into the skirting board, but that's...
Okay, let's go to the values of these things.
This and the sister magazine, Lady Penelope, sold 1.25 million copies a week, which is a record, all-time record.
1 million?
Yeah.
Amazing.
That smashes loads.
What about these? How much are these worth now? Because a few people at home might still have these.
Careful.
Sorry.
That is £250
How much is that worth? £250. You're giving it away now. And what have we got there? That's Joe 90.
Joe 90, and I think that's worth about 10p. It's terrible, isn't it?
It may be terrible,
but how much is it worth? How much?
You're going to be a couple of £100 to get that.
Yeah,
a couple £100. I was talking to Matt Mills
man.
earlier. I know this is turning into the Matt Mills special this morning, but Matt, you were saying how you missed Joe 90.
Yeah, what happened to Joe 90?
Why haven't they ever revived Joe 90?
No, they did a doll in 1994. No, that came
but it hasn't been on telly, was Matt's point. He hasn't been able to enjoy his favourite character.
Let's do Thunderbirds. We'll get to Joe 90 later on.
But all the shows are going to be revised now and re-released. So.
Yeah,
I always liked his Uncle Sam. I always thought he was one of the darkest figures on British television. Finally, we've got a genuine angel puppet. Which angel was this?
Melody.
That's Melody Angel.
Now, Martin was telling me here that this was actually the one that sat in the Angel Interceptor, so it never had any legs.
Oh, so the legs have been put on afterwards?
The legs have been put on afterwards. But if you... To ensure that...
Do you know, I don't know if that sort of gets me excited. I used to find them quite sexy, but now I found out you didn't even bother making the legs. It's sort of... I don't know.
Have you seen your doctor about this?
Yeah, I should do, actually. It's probably... Yeah. But anyway, how much would that be worth?
Well, I think Martin's got it insured for £2,000.
£2,000.
I've got the original Parker, which is insured for 40,000.
The original. Parker's got to be one of the most, I would say, the most iconic character. For some reason,
and
it's
Lady Penelope.
Really cool, and Lady Penelope. I don't know why.
That's the one.
Any offers?
Yeah, Nosy Parker.
Any offers above 40,000?
Oh, I didn't realise you were touting for business. I thought you were just boasting. Okay, do you know, Gerry Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, our old friend Justin Preston, and our 2 collectors, Jed, and I didn't catch your name, sir.
Martin.
Jed and Martin. Give them a big hand, please, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? You're watching the Big Breakfast. Stand by for some adverts.
Oh, yes.